Hey now, everybody. Hey now. What's up? Over the line, hot takes. Here we go, baby. So thankful you are joining us today, as it's been a little bit of a transition for us, as we obviously are in the new podcast studio and we've been doing things a little differently, and it's been a different kind of news week for us. And so it's put us in this awkward situation of, do we try to bring some laughter to people? Do we try to make it lighthearted, blah, blah, blah? And we've decided to do that. I think we're going to do that again tonight, because I broadcasted today like my hair was on fire, and I need a break. It's just a short break from the news. P. Diddy is with me today. Once again, P. Diddy, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
I'm glad you were making a second appearance. You just happened to be on the scene, and we decided, since you're here, might as well be a part of the podcast. You did a phenomenal job talking about poop last night.
Yeah, for sure.
Very proud. Your mother's proud of you. Trisha's proud of you. And John Byrd on the ones and twos. Jonathan Byrd, how are you?
Hey everybody, I'm good. I'm not used to it.
This is going to be a learning curve for all of us, because this is the first time John Byrd has done this, and
it's still on me.
You can,
Okay,
I
got it down.
And it's a learning curve for Peyton too, because Peyton needs to make sure he doesn't like laugh directly into his mic or spit on it, because it's got a lot of.
All right.
We're learning.
Noted.
We're learning. It's okay.
Noted.
But yeah, we've with Tony is on vacation, so we're dealing with a situation where, for the first time, we're the children, we're having to do this on our own. And I know a little bit of how this works. John Byrd, not so much. I think we ran out of time yesterday for Tony to show you exactly what you needed to do. So I've tried to give him a tutorial on how to do something I don't really know how to do. Can I point this out, though? It was absolutely fascinating. Just watching him try to do this. It's absolutely fascinating that Tony was able to put this together. And I mean, I'm talking studio and everything. Put all this together over the course of less than a month. Learn how to work all this stuff. And do it like a pro, which is, I mean, you see, I think you'll get the hang of it, Byrd. I know you're nervous right now.
I'm not nervous.
I think you'll get the hang of it, but Tony, it clicked with him almost immediately, and he's a producer extraordinaire at this point.
Well, he soaks in knowledge. I mean, he'll spend hours. He'll spend days. Once he gets something in his head, that's it. He's not going to stop until he gets it done.
That's very true. He's unlike, and I hate to talk about Tony while he's not here, but he's unlike anybody I have ever met in my entire life, by the way. He's a guy that thinks 12 steps ahead on everything. And we're not over here trying to stroke Tony's ego. I'm just talking about, like, Tony's a different breed. There's not many people built like Tony. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
You were actually, it's funny, as Peyton was doing an impression of Tony last night after we got to the house, and he was talking about, dude, it was so funny because it was like dead on, and it was an impression. I don't even remember how you did it, but it was a deal where it was like naming off all these stats. What, can you do it?
No, there's no way I'm going to be able to do it. But he was talking to me, and he was talking about, like, this open sign right here.
Right, over to the side.
He was talking about, like, how long they lasted and how many he's had and how many years each one lasted and how many he's had. So he was talking about, like, my business has outlasted, like, 3 of these signs, and then one of the signs lasts, like, 2 years. So really, like, he was
Tony, are you here?
He's going on and on about how his signs were lasting so long, and it was like,
you're like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Tony too, is because there's nobody else like the guy. And if you need anything, like if you need information right then, you don't have to Google it. Like, Tony can throw it at you, especially when it comes to math. He's a guy that's just he he used to tell me, like, in places that he would have to frequent often, he could tell you how many tiles are on the floor. Like, he would sit there and count the tiles, and I'm like, Tony Gump, you're crazy, bro. You're crazy.
I would just think, oh, those tiles are pretty. I like those colors. That's about it for me.
Yeah, same here. I just, I can't. I don't have the brain capacity that Tony Gump has. But anyway, we thank him for trusting us with the equipment, which, with the way you are, John Byrd, you're a little bit scatterbrained, and
I am.
it was weird trying to set this up because we had to move a couple cameras around.
Yeah.
And I really think we should have recorded that. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, we can. I've been wanting to do this. Can I do this?
Go for it.
I've been wanting to do this really bad. Okay, ready? Dance party. Isn't that cool?
That is. Let's go.
This is dance party.
Good job.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Good job, John Byrd.
Thank you.
So we didn't have a plan coming into this. Again, I thought about it, and the hot takes traditionally has been, we get on here and we talk about the news of the day that we missed out on, and everything's been Israel-Palestine. And for my own mental health, I've got to take a break from it. It's one of those ongoing news stories that is full of such tragedy and chaos and murder and all that it wears on you after you have to talk about it for so long. And it's only been 2 days. I remember when the what was the name of the festival out in Las Vegas, the country music festival, with the mass shooter from the Mandalay Bay? There's a Route 66 country music festival or something like that from 4 or 5 years ago, 2017, I think it was. And that was another one of those stories where we were talking about, in radio, we were talking about it, same thing on the news, over and over, day after day after day, and you got to a point where it was almost like it was breaking you. And I think you were in radio at that point. No, you started in 2020.
Yeah, I got back into it in 2020.
Were you in it? When did you leave radio?
I left radio January 2nd. No, January 5th, 2005. And I swore that I would never be in radio again.
You were out of radio from 2005 to 2020.
Yeah. However, I did contract work. So I was in radio. I just wasn't in radio.
Who'd you work for?
I worked with
when you were doing the contract stuff.
Yeah, well, Rick and Bubba was my big contract. I did all their musical stuff and comedy stuff, and I did some stuff for Magic 96, and then I did some stuff for TM Century, which was a national company. So I did a lot of contract work like that.
Were you? My stomach's growling. Listen.
Yeah, I heard that.
Hear that? Oh, that's fascinating. I'm hungry. I hadn't eaten today. When you were working for Rick and Bubba, were you working? I feel like I need to look at the camera. Do I have a different camera angle today? I think I was just looking at people over here, and I'm busy looking at you, so everybody's got the side of my head. So, John Byrd, can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, were you working directly with Rick and Bubba? Did you work from the Rick and Bubba studios?
I did not. However, I visited quite frequently.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, and I was actually in charge of doing like their jingles. I would pick a popular song or a popular oldies song, and I would mix up the lyrics to talk about Rick and Bubba.
Did they invite you to the studios at any time?
Oh, yes. Yes, they did. And sometimes I was able to come. Sometimes I wasn't because I was a busy man. Had a lot to do.
I've got a long history with Rick and Bubba. They don't know about it, but, I do. Longtime listener. Grew up listening to Rick and Bubba. Always was a big fan. I was such a big fan, and this is so cringe at this point. I'm going to be honest.
At this point.
At this point, it's kind of cringe. That in the 2003 turkey toss.
Ah, yes, the turkey toss.
Huntsville, Alabama. I am fresh out of high school, and I decide I'm going to propose to my girlfriend
On the Rick and Bubba.
on the Rick and Bubba show at the turkey toss. And this girl is Peyton's mother. We were married for 12 years. And I did it. I look back and I'm like, what were you thinking, bro?
Yeah, look where that got you.
You know, there was probably some... Yeah,
It got this handsome young man right here.
there was probably some selfish motivation, because back then I wanted desperately to be in the radio, but I didn't have an avenue to do it. I think I legitimately thought it would be a good idea, and I don't know if I think she said she liked it, but she was probably lying, because at the time Rick and Bubba was on TV. It was like on TBS or something. It was on one of the TV channels. So I proposed on TV and on the radio on a show that's syndicated all across the country. And I remember going up to Speedy, and again, this is, what am I, 38? This is 20 years ago. I remember going up to Speedy, and I'm like, hey,
Man.
can I propose to my girlfriend on the show? And he's like, how old are you? I said, I just turned 18. He said, are you sure you want to do that? I said, I think so. So I did, and it, I don't remember. It's kind of blurry.
Do you think there's a video of it?
Oh, there absolutely was a video. We had it for a long time.
Like, do you think
What
John
happened
Byrd
to it?
could
Can
find
I find
it?
Look it up on YouTube. See if it's on there. Put 2003 turkey toss. But turn the camera on you, because people want to see you Googling. Oh, I'm just kidding. Come back to me.
Oh.
You're fine. So, yeah, go to YouTube. Listen, it's such a struggle to get John Byrd to do what you need him to do, because we told him to pull up YouTube earlier. We were going to... Look, you're searching in Bing, John Byrd. Go to YouTube.
No, I like... Oh, YouTube. Oh, okay.
We asked him to pull up YouTube earlier, and he's searching YouTube Kids, trying to sign in with an account that he doesn't have. Look, there you go.
I was doing all that for everybody to entertain them.
Click YouTube. You should just go to the clips monitor and let people watch you search for this. This is entertainment in itself.
Oh, okay. Well, to do that, what I do is I come over here and I click that.
Yeah, there you go. All right, that way people can watch you.
Yes. Now, I am going to type in 2003. I think to be safe, let's go ahead and say Rick and Bubba.
Can y'all tell this is my YouTube account right here? It's got Tennessee Joe Rogan, and there's Donald Trump down there in the bottom right corner.
Okay, here it is. Fingers crossed.
2011. God.
Oh.
I almost crapped my pants. I legit thought you were about to find it.
Oh.
Man. Oh, there's Bubba the Love Sponge in there.
Yeah. I'm getting
click
2011
turkey toss. Just so I don't think Peyton's ever seen a turkey toss.
All right, but are we going to get sued?
I don't know. Click it.
Okay.
I don't know. Click it.
It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning.
Make a big screen.
In Decatur, Alabama. I'm going to see the Rick and Bubba show for turkey toss.
Oh, this is from an actual listener. All right, let me find some turkeys. All right, there we go. All right, people line up.
You think people are going to do this with us one day? Like be documenting their trip to go see Andrew McLean and John Byrd?
The over-the-line turkey toss?
Yeah. Toss the turkey over the line.
I don't see any turkeys being tossed.
There you
All
go.
right, wait, get ready.
This looks exactly like I remember. Keep going.
Looking.
Just click right there. Oh,
Look right there, right there.
And then you got Big Bo, Adler's girl. She's there. And
all right, that's enough. This guy doesn't know how to put together a video.
I'm getting sick.
It is 2011.
Well, that's true.
Okay. I don't see any turkeys being tossed.
That's fine.
Oh, there she is. She's getting ready to throw one.
You don't have to worry about it.
All right, this is it. Here we go. My gosh. So excited. Come on, girl. You can do it.
Hey, man, a little past your bedtime, isn't it?
Come on, girl.
It dawns on you, if I drop to my face,
Oh, my gosh. Just do it already.
and went to sleep, I'd sleep 6 hours. Yeah, that's what I mean. You start thinking about that. You remember doing that?
Dog, what was that?
I don't know, but that was embarrassing. Let's get off that.
Get rid of that. That was you would be surprised at how hard it is to throw a frozen turkey.
I don't know.
Because they're heavy. What are they, like 50 pounds?
Well,
You got to throw it overhead?
Well, you can throw it any way you want. Now, normally, John Byrd, you would have a net. Like, it comes in a net type deal. You know what I'm saying?
I've never tossed a turkey.
But have you ever, like, seen one? Like, you don't got to toss it to know what it comes in.
Well, yeah, I know what. Oh my gosh! Say that again.
Have you ever seen a turkey?
Yeah, I have.
I'm like waving at John
Like
Byrd.
a dead one, like in a package.
A frozen turkey is what he's talking about.
Yes, and I've seen it in a live turkey too.
That's good.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Well, as far as a frozen turkey, again, we're talking about turkey toss. The frozen ones are super heavy. They're super hard to throw because they're bulky. But if you've got it in one of those net things, you can give it a good swing, like a, what do you call that? Slingshot, Willie?
What?
Yeah, like a slingshot.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You know
I
what
just
a
say
sling-
Willie.
Well, I'd say Willie at the end of everything.
Yeah, but do frozen ones have like the netting around them?
I don't know.
Do a live ones? What do you
Yeah, I don't
mean?
think you want to put a live turkey in a net like that.
Are you sure? Are they really throwing turkey? Why don't they have a chicken toss?
Can we just point out the fact, and John Byrd, you know I love you, but multitasking is not your forte.
Not your strong suit.
It's not your strong
What do you
suit.
mean?
I mean, that as a producer for this podcast, you've got to do a lot of stuff,
Yes.
and a lot of stuff at one time.
Yes.
And I feel like you're struggling. But
yes, I am, because there are a lot of things to keep up with and try and be engaged.
I say exactly, and I say this to say I think you're going to get the hang of it. Don't get down on yourself.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Pushing.
Keep pushing for the stars.
I wasn't down on myself now. Was it that? Is it that bad?
Well,
Is it that bad?
you're not talking into your mic. You're not.
Yes, I am. What is your problem? Oh.
But you're gonna get the hang of this. Do you have anything, John Byrd? We're just freestyling today. Do you have anything you'd like to bring to the table, per se?
Yes, I would like to talk about beatnik poetry of the late 50s and early 60s.
What's it called?
Beatnik poetry.
I think you need to turn your microphone up. Maybe it's not that you're not talking into it. Maybe you're just too low.
Okay, I'll try.
He just turned it off.
No, I turned it off to see which one, smarty pants.
He turned it off. I
All right,
was
how
like,
about that?
okay.
Is that better? How's that? Huh? That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's good. Whatever your levels say over there on Streamlabs.
Levels say good.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, yes.
So what kind of poetry?
It's called beatnik poetry.
And
It was very popular in the late 50s.
it sounds like a
early
slur.
60s.
Yeah.
Sounds like an offensive
No,
slur.
it was really hip.
Mhm.
Like they would wear like French berets, and they would have sunglasses that they would wear. And once they finished their poem, everybody in the beatnik club would just snap their fingers rather than clap. That eventually led to folk music, which led to acoustic music, which led to hardcore rap.
Well, why don't you
Hardcore rap.
That was a bit of a jump, but
Beatnik created hardcore rap. Well, why don't you switch the camera to me because people want to see my face. Why don't you look up Beatnik music
okay, let me do
and
this real
see
quick.
if we can.
Do people still make beatnik music?
No, it's not beatnik music. That's folk music. Beatnik poetry are the words. Yeah, for instance,
People still write beatnik poetry?
That sounds confusing.
I'm typing some things up here.
Wait a minute. While you do that, I think I might have an idea.
Oh, God.
What if I switch the cameras?
And John Byrd sits in front of me.
No, I don't want to go over there.
Stupid.
No. All I need is that thing right there. I don't even have to have none of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? Hold on. Watch this. You're not stupid. I want to help. Like if I have this, does this go under here?
He's about to unplug everything.
Be careful.
Be careful.
It's not gonna be long enough. Oh,
That's what she said.
Story of your life.
Hold on, let me see.
So we can put it on.
What'd you say? Oh. Hey now. What did you say, John Byrd?
I don't know.
Look, I got the hang of this.
Yeah, but you're having to stand up to do it.
It's okay. Pull up the beatnik stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Pull up that beatnik
All right.
poetry.
Drop that beatnik.
All right. This is a beatnik poem by Philip Whalen.
Okay.
I'm going to try and do it the way they did it. And, of course, they had bongos when they played, too. I need everything else. Anything else, man. Desperately. But I have nothing. Shall have nothing but this. Immediate, inescapable, and invaluable, dude. No one can afford this. Being made here and now. All right, everybody, snap your fingers. Woo! What did you think?
I thought it was fantastic.
Let me do one more.
All right, go ahead.
This is a really good one here. Okay, this one is by. She's kind of long-winded. Oh, Philip Whalen. It's him again. Okay. All right, here it goes. This is called Marigolds.
Okay.
Concise, wooden, orange. Behind them, the garage door, man. Pink. Paint sold under a fatuous name. Old Rose, which brings a war to mind. And the mind slides over the fence again. Orange against pink and green, baby. Uncontrollable. Returned of its own accord, it can explain nothing, give no account. What good? What worth? Diet. This is long.
Yeah,
The end.
it's enough.
I
That's
can't
enough.
keep my attention span.
I handed that back over to you, by the way. I'm going to be honest with you. If you can, what if I just point? Like, put the camera on me.
Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Feel
Because
like fourth grade again.
we've got like 5 days before Tony's back. All right. So we just got to figure out what we need to do in order to make this work. And I've got an idea.
Okay.
Me as the host, if we can find a way to get this over here, I can be in charge of the cameras, and that leaves you to concentrate on everything else. Because I don't want to take it away from you because I don't think you can do it. I want to take it away from you because I feel like you're overwhelmed and you're already doing several things. Does that make sense?
That is not fair, I think, because that leaves me nothing to do over here.
Oh, you got
Response?
plenty. You've got plenty to do over there, John Byrd. You've got to look up beatnik music.
It's not beatnik music, it's beatnik poetry.
Beatnik poetry.
Thank you.
I planned on John Byrd pulling up a YouTube video of beatnik poetry, but instead he looked up a transcript and read it to us.
Aloud.
So could you pull
I
up
thought
a
it would be
YouTube
more
video?
I thought it would be more dramatic. Yes, I can. Talk amongst yourselves while I find it.
This is why I love John Byrd. He's just,
Well, there's Bing again.
What? Why is he on Bing?
Why-
Why is Bing even
Who
the
uses
default
Bing?
browser?
Nobody uses Bing.
Tony obviously does.
By the way,
Didn't even switch it to the right camera. He switched the camera and it was you, and he was looking at it. That's me, John Byrd. That's me.
He's laughing. He's laughing.
so you're getting the hang of it. You're getting the hang of
I
it.
am. Okay. All right. Here.
So, by the way, there's a show that comes on at this time every day. Comes on at 6 o'clock, and it what was I saying? It's called Alex Stein. You watch Alex Stein with me?
Yeah.
We need to turn that on and watch that. I got somebody asking me to send the show. I'm like, I don't know if you'll see this one.
Who is it?
Okay, I've got some
My
beatnik
buddy David.
poems.
Yeah. I was wondering if it was like an old person or not.
Oh, yeah, he's older than me. He's bald. Does
Yeah.
that count?
Yeah, that's scary.
By the way, with your appearance yesterday, have you had any friends watch it? Your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
She
so.
did.
What'd she say? She thought it was kind of lame.
She didn't really say nothing. I was kind of I was like really like I was trying not to make it a point that I was very excited about it, but like I just kind of expected her to be like, "Wow, that's so cool," but it was just like, "Oh yeah."
Maybe she's jealous.
Maybe we should get her on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
Oh no, you didn't say that.
I should have brought that up. I should have done it.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she didn't really watch it, because this is what I've discovered. I've had multiple friends that I've reached out to watch the podcast, and I've sent them a link and everything, and almost none of them watched it. I'll ask them 3 or 4 days later. I'm like, "Hey, did you watch it?" And they're like, "Oh man, I've been busy, bro." I'm like, some of them I didn't even send the podcast. Some of them I sent the 60-second highlight clip.
Yeah, she watched the clip.
And then I'm like, this is what he does during the radio show. And then they won't even watch it. And I'm like, dude, we're proud of this. Like, we want people to watch it. So maybe your girlfriend didn't watch it. And when she does, she's going to be like, hey, that's actually pretty dope.
She watched the 60-second clip, but also that wasn't a very like flattering clip to show up.
But my boyfriend taking
Yeah.
pictures of his poop, maybe that's why she
And
wasn't
sending
excited.
it to his dad. Yeah. That was, now that I think about that.
It's called being real, man.
Yeah, don't you
You're living
want
your truth.
Does she want a
Yeah.
boyfriend that's real?
Is it honest
Yeah.
with his fecal matter?
Yeah, exactly.
He said fecal.
All right, so what do you got for us up here, John Byrd?
Okay, I've got some beatnik poetry from the 1950s.
What do you got for us, John Byrd? He's like,
he takes a moment. He clicks his camera.
Oh my gosh! I gotta come over here and I gotta click that, and then I'm gonna and now I'm gonna.
Now listen, don't you stress. We're good, John Byrd.
Here we go.
Tomorrow I'm gonna handle the cameras. Okay?
All right, here
You're
we go.
doing great.
All right, here we go. She's a beatnik poetress.
My old man was a bread stasher all his life.
Ooh,
He never
that sounds
got
derogatory too.
He wound up with a used car, a 17-inch screen, and arthritis. Tamara is a drag, man. Tamara is a king-size bust.
Get it, girl.
They cry, put down pot, don't think a lot. For what? Time, how much, and what to do with it. Sleep, man, and you might wake up digging the whole human race, giving itself 3 days to get out. Tomorrow is a drag, Pops. The future is a flake.
Okay, so with that, I feel like
Had a
she's
canary
just
who couldn't sit.
making stuff up.
so women's rap has just always been the same?
Has it?
No,
Should
no.
I not have said that?
beatnik
Was that
poetry-
bad? That was bad.
I
I
don't care.
mean, you can say that from your heart. You know,
I feel
mean,
like
it's-
women's rap would be like, "Yo, why didn't you put your dirty clothes in the hamper?" Oh,
Oh, that was.
you are so sexist.
Yeah, that was
That's
bad.
not-
Golly.
That's not sexist. That's what Trish tells me all the time.
No,
Because
women's rap now. Horrible.
like WAP.
Yeah, that's a perfect
Hey, it's
example.
me.
Oh, hush.
They win.
Look, swap back to the cameras, John Byrd.
Let's go back. to
You're
the
over here
cameras.
advertising random companies.
This is
Yeah.
ridiculous. Let's go back to the main cam.
Okay.
It's ridiculous
Well, we're about to wrap this up anyway, but
because of me.
not because of you, because Over the Line Hot Takes has a 30-minute time limit.
Oh.
I mean, it's self-imposed, but we just these are going to be like 30-minute deals. But when we do Roundtable Willie, those are like an hour plus. When we do the interviews, that's like an hour plus. We're
Right.
supposed to have Richard Dixon in Wednesday.
Ooh.
After that, Leland Whaley. After that, Valerie Vining told me today she'd come up here.
All on Wednesday?
No, no, we're doing one after the other.
Yeah, one after.
No, not on one day.
Different. Okay.
Yeah, like maybe once a week, once every other week.
Mm-hmm.
We also got to bring AJ up here.
Yes.
I think it would be good to bring. You know what we need to do? We need to just pick 2 or 3 hosts to bring up here and do a literal Talk 99.5 Roundtable Willie.
That sounds so boring.
Why?
I feel like
He's had bad experiences with going to the station, and we just get super newsy.
I think the only entertaining people. No, maybe I shouldn't.
He's got his favorites at 99.5.
My favorite people at 99.5 are John Byrd, AJ, and Damien. I think that's the only entertaining bunch at 99.5.
Wow.
And Leland, I guess.
Thanks, dude.
Shout out Leland or whatever. They're kind of cool.
He's actually racist against white people. He only likes the black people at the station.
What, dude? They caught me off guard. They caught me off guard so bad.
He only likes black people.
He's actually racist.
He's actually really racist. Anyway, that's it. This is very untraditional over-the-line hot takes, but I want to thank you, P. Diddy, for hanging out.
Definitely, for sure. There you go. Come on.
Cut to P.
Come on,
Diddy.
Byrd. You
Oh,
got it.
yeah.
Thank you,
Nice.
John
Let's
Byrd,
go.
for hanging out.
Thank you.
He's still not talking on his mic.
Oh, hold on. Thank you.
Tomorrow, it's going to be a lot better. It's going to be easier to cope with. I'm going to help, and I should have thought about this in advance, but I just, this is my first time actually worrying about the whole thing. Usually we come here, Tony's got it set up,
Yep.
Tony's ready to go. Well, you and I don't have to do anything but sit here and run our mouth. But here we are. These are the cards we're dealt, and
Yes.
Tony's going to have a vacation. So we're here left to our own, whatever that saying is.
Oh, left our own devices, yes.
That's right. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. John Byrd, you're going to have to click that button over there. Until next time, see you, cuz!